Hey there, Computer Essential 1 students. Here's what I ran short of time explaining to you on Friday, at least for first hour. I know 7th hour got a little bit better understanding of this, but here's a review for those guys then. So, you are going to be creating your own animation, and in doing so, the best way to go about doing that, first off, watch this video. It'll give you a real good explanation of what you're creating, or at least what the inspiration is coming from. Then what you're going to want to do is go to Google Slides and create a new presentation and either share it with your partner unless you want to do it on your own. So here's an explanation of one that I created. It's my somewhat epic animation because it's only somewhat epic. So essentially what I've done here is I've got, I've got 90 some slides here. And on the first slide, where my artwork starts, I've got the initial artwork. And it's just a series of inserting shapes and drawings and images and such. So you've got slide 1, we've got all this kind of content here to show the image of the hill, you've got clouds, you've got the sun and that sort of thing. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to right click on that image or that slide when I'm good, and I'm going to hit duplicate. And that'll create your second slide. And then from there, all I've done is just select each of these images and slide them down a little bit, move the clouds over a little bit. And it's essentially stop motion photography. Each slide is the next step. So you only really have to create the artwork the first time, and then because you're duplicating each slide, you're only just adjusting the artwork on each one thereafter. And then you'll be surprised how quickly you're up to 30, 40, 50 slides. And before you know it, you've got a lot of it done here. So you really have to think about very small incremental steps, so when it's running, it's very natural. When it's done, you'll go to File and then Publish to the web. And this is probably what you're going to want to do to test it from time to time as well. So you'll publish that to the web and publish it, and then get this link. And let's go to that. And you'll notice in the URL or the web address of this, you're going to have, let me just stop this once it's done loading here. Okay, once it loads, and you'll notice in the end of the URL, you've got a section here where it says delay ms, that's milliseconds, equals 3000. So that's a delay of 3 seconds, which means it won't advance automatically until every 3 seconds. And that's because here we've got it set, it auto advances every 3 seconds, but you can't, you can even set it to 1 second, and it really doesn't matter because we can change it up here. So go back to here. I'm going to change mine back to say 50. So it's going to advance really quickly. And I'll hit enter. It'll reload. We can see that now it's up here, it's just 50. And I'll hit play. And now you can see that it's going. And even that's a little slow. It's sort of jockey with the buffering and such, but it's working. So that's sort of how that's going to work. To show you a different example of what another kid did, so in this case, one of my former students, Nate, he did this on his own, and he's got it's like 250 slides. So if we watch this, this was quite a bit more dynamic. So I'll publish this to the web real quick, copy this, or go to this. I'm going to adjust this to 50 as well because we want this to go through pretty quickly. So in this case, it works a little bit better when the internet's not jockey and laggy, but you get the idea. He's got a lot of things going on here. So that's sort of your objective, and we've done a lot of other ones as well. So if you take a look at some of the ones down below here that my other kids have done, we've got one of, there's a dancer here, you've got the love story of a sick man. This one's pretty weird, but it's cool. And then you've got the rocket animation there that you can sort of get the idea of what they all did. So there's lots of cool options you can do. You can go on Google Images and find some backgrounds, some other clip art and artwork that you want to be able to use into your content, and you'll probably find some good stuff to be able to utilize. So see what you can come up with. Make it awesome. Your minimum is going to need 80 slides. My guess is you're probably going to have a lot more than that. So get your other homework done first, your capitals presentation done first, and then get started on this. I'll check with you guys on Wednesday and see where you're at, and we'll continue working on through Wednesday, and then see how we're doing for time frame, if we need to extend this or not. All right, good luck. Send me an email if you have any questions. Later.